Welcome back to Worldview. It's now 20 minutes to 10. Now, the Kenya Media Council is this morning releasing guidelines for the coverage of the August elections. Among those in attendance are senior IEBC officials led by Chairman Wafula Chebukati and CEO Ezra Chiloba. Let us now go live to the Intercontinental Hotel where the function is ongoing.
Because believe you me or not, we are in this together, you and I. And your mother and your father and your children. We are all in this together. We have a duty to ensure that we are safe, we are alive during, before, and after elections. Nobody has ever asked the press, and I'm not in any way ever going to ask that. I will never ask the press not to speak the truth, write the truth. What I'm asking is don't write what's not true and pretend it is. You know, sometimes I watch TV. I say sometimes because on occasion, I'm in areas where there is no coverage of any television, because that is Kenya. So, you know, I watch TV sometimes, and there is a story that two vehicles collided on a superhighway, and some people died. Now, the story is not how many people have died or how badly those who are injured and where they've been taken to hospital. The bulk of the story is spent on getting a roadside account of passers-by on how those vehicles were traveling and how they finally collided and what they had in the collision. And we spent an awful lot of time there. The long and short of it is, Kenyans love irrelevancies. Because they don't require a lot of thinking. Kenyans also like the juicy things, but above all, they love action. I was looking at the program for today. Typical Kenyan. Action is written on that program. NCIC, crack the whip on hate speech. Action, draw blood. This action business, we must moderate it. There is the thriller version of action. Hollywood and Western films and things like that. And there's real life. Let's be real. Let's understand that we live in a delicate, real life situation. I know every day I'm sent audios and video clips of people speaking things that are very destructive of our country, of our society, insightful, hateful. And I'm told, take action. But when you ask that fellow, when did you tape this and where? Can you give me a little statement about it? He said, no, not me, no. But yet, you want me to go to court. And it's not just on ordinary people. even from you, the press. Sources are confidential. Then what do we do? So let's see what we can do together to help this gentleman, the chairman of IEBC, and his team, and Kenya, to ensure that we have what Dr. Mwangi said, not just a fair election, but a credible one. As you see, he can't do alone because he doesn't live in isolation. He lives in our society. As I was sitting with him this morning, I wondered aloud with him on how he can hold, for example, if the election is today, how would he hold an election, a fair and credible election in Baringo? Or even my own home county of Laikipia. There must be a conducive environment, which is that peace must prevail. That is not his business. It's the business of others. But together, we must all demand that and do so as a matter of national interest. Sensational reporting, lazy journalism, brown, white, and colored envelopes, and some words under the table. This is reality. This is reality. And somehow, you got to correct this. I heard Rainer say, if you want to be a politician, go to the political house. You know, I wish actually the journalists' bias was towards political parties. But it isn't. Unfortunately, a lot of it has everything to do with tribe. I will report this because it is good for my tribe. I will refuse to report this because it is not good for my tribal kingpin. As simple as that. How the hell do we get out of this? And you know, journalists are part of society. If our society is ethnic and tribal and parochial, and yes, troublesome, how do we expect journalists to be any more different than we are? Together, we must not only make guidelines for how to do good reporting, we must also highlight issues and condemn them that are antisocial, immoral, and destructive of society, whether they're from the press, from the politicians, from ordinary people, from business people, it must be done so. Final challenge. We talk about accountability. There are a lot of things that we forget very quickly or we refuse to remember. As politicians, we make a lot of statements, depending on what political party we were at that time. And we make them with a straight face. And when you move from political party A to political party B, when you get to B, you speak completely the opposite of what you said in A. And yet, we have clips. I have not seen the press getting leaders to account. You said this on XYZ day, and you put it on TV, and you are saying this today. What is the change? I like to see that happen. Naomba tukumbuke yaliyofanyika mwaka wa 2007, mwaka wa 2008. Wengi wetu tumesahau ya kwamba tulizungumza mambo ya kikorofi, wakorofi walizungumza kikorofi kwa muda mrefu. Na Kenyans wa Kenya wakawa wamekwisha zoeshwa ya kwamba kuna vita inakuja. Na ilikuja. Na nchi iliumia na watu waliumia. Hatuko tofauti kwa sasa. Mimi tangu niwe mtu mzima sijawahi kuona registration of voters ambayo imewekwa siasa kama safari hii. Tangu nizaliwe haikuwa tena kazi ya IEBC, ilishukuliwa na wanasiasa. Na ikawa full campaign. Na kila mtu alienda kwao. Yaani kututayarisha ya kwamba sisi na wale.
And that right there, speaking right now.